Previously.
Bye, you f***. Bye. Bye, you f***. Banned. Banned for life. Do you know what kind of a piece of shit you have to be to get banned off of Twitter for life while you're the president of the United States? Bye.
Later.
The other day in New York City, 6 illegal aliens jumped a New York City cop, NYPD's finest. They jumped a New York City cop in Times Square and were arrested and released without bail. What the f*** is the world coming to? If you could be from another country, beat up a cop in New York City and walk out with no f*** bail, what the f*** is the world coming to? This is why when I say voting for pig Donald Trump is on the table, voting for pig Donald Trump is on the table. What the
We got another one, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Rapaport, somewhat famous comedian. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will see this guy's face and you'll know who this is, okay? So this guy, he has been red-pilled again. Historically, he's been so Trump deranged, it has basically been a whole comedy skit of its own. However, he, like so many other Americans, are tired of Biden's open borders. He's tired of the sanctuary city status. So it seems that he lives in New York City and he's not having what's happening with some of these illegal migrants out here beating the F out of cops, okay, and then just taking off like nothing ever happened, right? So I will admit, I'm surprised that a bunch of these woke leftists have actually denounced this behavior rather than just saying, well, the migrants they're just tired of being considered subhuman. But considering how much a lunatics a lot of these people are, I still feel like that's probably going to come from some people. But I don't know, maybe they're just reading the room and they're feeling like the temperature's a little too hot to be defending migrants, especially ones that are attacking police officers. So Michael Rapaport, I'm going to react to this video here where he just totally goes off. Without further ado, let's take a look.
This is why when I say voting for pig Donald Trump is on the table, voting for pig Donald Trump is on the table. The other day in New York City, 6 illegal aliens jumped a New York City cop, NYPD's finest. They jumped a New York City cop in Times Square and
I think it was,
were arrested.
I think it was even more. I think it said it was 7. He said 6. I believe it was 7 because technically some of them just went in for like a little lick or whatever. So it was 4 main people like actively participating, but there's a couple other people jumping in with freaking kicks and random blows and pushes and just all kinds of chaos going on. But anyway, I digress.
And released without bail. I know it's a city thing. I know it's a state thing. I know all that. I know all that. Okay? Stay with me. Released without bail. Came out of the courtroom on some Tupac raising the middle finger with the Detroit Red Wings jersey. Let me tell you something. What the f*** is the world coming to? If you could be from another country, beat up a cop in New York City and walk out with no bail, what the f*** is the world coming to? What the f*** is the world coming to?
This is what it is to live in Lefty land, man. Wake up, Michael Rapaport. Wake up. This is what these people support is criminals. Okay, they feel like they're doing something good, like they're the good guys. But no, they support criminals. That's the reality. It has nothing to do with the Republicans being some sort of racist or bigots or anything like that. It's just that these people have lost it. In their mind, they're determined to try to be the good guys, and they see you as being, you know, I'm presuming that he probably makes a decent living. I don't really see him anymore, but they see people like you as the enemy. You're not one of the good guys. And like, trust me, based off of what you're saying now, they're going to start calling you a right winger and say that you're basically MAGA. Now you're a bigot and a white supremacist now. Welcome to the club. Apparently I am too. I'm a bigot and a white supremacist. That's what they call me. That along with raccoons and toms and ruckuses and all this other stuff just because I got good sense. Meanwhile, the rest of everybody who's out here broke and poor and all of this stuff indefinitely is out here trying to call everybody else stupid. Oh, the irony.
I know Mayor Adams, you're from Brownsville, Brooklyn. I know this. Like, what the have I gotten myself into? Stay with me. You issue an executive order about 4 troublemaking ups who've already been arrested in Judea, Samaria, while there's a war going on, while there's 100+ hostages still being held in Gaza. You're talking about that, but you got nothing to say about beating up cops in New York City, the greatest.
You know what? Hold on a second. Has Joe Biden not said anything? Now that I think about it, I haven't heard Joe say anything about the situation that went on in New York. Did I miss it? I'm going to have to look that up and fact check Rapaport here, because if so, then again, this is just another thing that just proves his radical leftist agenda. If he literally had this situation happen and hasn't said nothing. Now, obviously, his press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, she's always forced to talk about everything, even though she doesn't really give any actual answers to anything and talks in circles. But at least she has to respond and say something. But freaking Joe Biden, he just pretty much just hides behind Karine Jean-Pierre all the time and never says anything himself. So I can't really say like, oh, this is something specific that he should talk about. Joe Biden just needs to get out and talk, period. Because right now, Biden and Kamala Harris, it's like they're practically invisible. Like the only time we see Joe Biden is when he's falling over and when he's just basically can't understand what the hell he says. Maybe that's why he hasn't said anything.
City on earth. Maybe it's not. Maybe my city is not the greatest city on earth anymore. If you could beat up cops, in the quote unquote greatest city in the world and be released without bail, are we the greatest city on earth? Cadaver Joe Biden, we see you. We see you. Don't worry about those in Israel. BB got them. Israel will take care of them. Worry about cops getting beat up in Times Square and walking out.
Family, these people don't care about America. Wake up. They care about themselves. This is the type of stuff that we've been trying to tell a lot of people. That's one of the reasons for me starting this channel, is being fed up with these freaking radical leftists and Democrats trying to shame the hell out of people like me because I'm black. I just gotta vote Democrat. And if not, then I'm selling out the world and this the end of democracy and all of this stuff. Meanwhile, I'm totally fine as long as these people stay the hell out of my way. Don't tell me what the hell to do. I got this. But the thing is, at least for now, a lot of the Democrat Party don't got it without black voters. But now that you got all these migrants here, and a bunch of them, or maybe all of them, are going to inevitably end up having a fast track to citizenship. So much for the black vote. And I don't want everybody who's black to just be sitting there just looking stupid like, oh man, we still at the bottom. We've been at the bottom forever. Well, you're going to stay at the bottom if you support Jim Crow Joe. Okay? Or as Rapaport says, Cadaver Joe.
With no bail, like the Tupac Shakur. Worry about that This is why voting for pig Donald Trump is still on the table.
Oh man, so do I think Rapaport is actually going to vote Trump? I mean, I don't know, because here's the thing. This is the type of stuff that I see. So he might be mad about this right now, but as time progresses, at the last minute, I feel like when he actually gets to the voting booth, he's going to be there and he's going to be trying to press the little buttons. His hands is going to be shaking. He's going to switch to the other side and just click Joe Biden and just go straight up down ticket and vote blue. Just all blue. Because in his head, the brainwashing, the news media, so the radical left on the news, the fake news, the garbage, the freaking propaganda is too powerful. Even though he sees stuff like this he noticed that he said it's on the table. He didn't say he was. He didn't say he didn't commit. I'm committed. Y'all, I'm gonna be at them polls. Okay, I'm taking off that day. I'm gonna probably be. I might do a live stream on that day. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely strongly considering it. So trust me, I'm gonna be ready. I'm doing everything I need to do on that day. At minimum, the minimum thing I'm doing is voting. Okay, and I encourage everybody to do the same thing because, as you can clearly see, this situation getting totally out of control. If in these type of conditions, if Joe Biden still manages to win, can't nobody tell me that there was some cheating going on. You cannot tell me that because these conditions are terrible. It's awful. Yeah, I know Trump's not in the greatest position himself, but just look at the freaking economy, the illegal immigration situation, like the freaking housing market is so bad. I just went grocery shopping. It's terrible. I just got gas. It was awful. I was like, wait a minute, why the number keep going up? I was at the pump. I was like, why it still keep going up? It just wouldn't stop. This situation is crazy as hell. And I can't believe that people actually had the audacity to defend it. It's mind-boggling. It blows my mind. I'm shook by it. I'm like, wow. Even I didn't think the propaganda was that powerful. Even Michael Rapaport's getting red pilled on y'all. Shout out to Morpheus. Morpheus, we need more freaking red pills because these leftists, they need to wake, more of them need to wake up. This ain't enough. The fact that so many people is coming out to support Biden in these little primaries that they got is astounding. He should be at 1-2%. He should be at damn 0. This dude is an idiot. The people compare him to Obama, like whether you, like some people on the, definitely on the Democrat party compare him, people on the right compare him to Obama. I'm like, y'all are nuts too. Obama deported. Joe Biden ain't deporting no damn body unless you're like a terrorist or something. In which case, y'all know that some of the people they deport and then they bring them right back into the country, right? Or they come right back. So it's like they come into the country and then they get rid of them and they come back in. It's a crazy situation because, you know, some people have been, they've caught some people coming in like 3 times or more that are terrorists because they don't like just lock them up and just throw away the key. They're like, well, we're going to send you back, which technically is good. But just think about the fact that these people can even get here in the first place. Imagine the people that you're not catching. I'm proud of Mike. Proud of Mr. Rapaport here, but he's just said on the table. Again, that's not enough. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, you think Trump's gonna win? I mean, it's looking like if he don't get locked up, it looks like it's in the bag to me. But that's just my thoughts. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
What the is the world coming to with no bail? What the is the world coming to? What the